Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and check out some of the other reviews, comparison videos on the channel. But in today's video, we are going to be focusing on my latest 118 model to be joining my die-cast collection. This on the turntable is the iconic, the legendary AUTOart Signature Series 118 Pagani Zonda R Revolucion in a pearl white. Now, this model is an extremely rare, quite expensive, and probably considered to be one of AUTOart's finest ever model cars they've ever made. Now, a bit of rundown on the Pagani Zonda R by AUTOart. They first came out and released the Pagani Zonda R in bare carbon fibre. That was such an iconic car, very desirable, and prices of them have really skyrocketed, and they've also been very consistent over the past few years. Then they released that same model car in a white specification with the tricolore flag running across the model. And then AUTOart started to release a few different specifications of the Revolucion series. So they released the one in white, which I've got on the turntable. They released one in blue and black carbon fiber, which I've also got in the collection. And then they also released one in matte carbon fiber with an orange stripe running across the side of the model car. So these are considered to be AUTOart's kind of flagship model cars that they ever made. Up there, I would certainly say, with the McLaren F1s and definitely some of the Koenigsegg models that AUTOart have produced. The reason why that these AUTOart signature models are considered to be the best is because they are so highly detailed, and the craftsmanship of these models are truly exceptional. With every signature series, you get a booklet of how the model car was put together, and the amount of parts that it takes to make one of these model cars. And if I just show you guys what it says this model is made up of 707 separate metal and plastic parts. And then it shows you the entire breakdown of the parts that are used in different materials. So there are over 700 different parts to make these model cars. That's why the prices of these are so expensive, because AUTOart really don't kind of slow down on the materials that they've used. So they kind of left no stone unturned. And also with every AUTOart signature series, you get a certificate of authenticity. So this one is number 443. That's the number that matches the model car. And I do like to display the certificate behind the model car in the collection. So firstly, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments before we even get on to the review. It's such a special model car that I think this one really deserves a bit more time over some of the other ones. First of all, I think it's good to point out that AUTOart do a very good job in providing the screwdriver for putting on the side mirrors. Now, this screwdriver is magnetic, so it does make it a little bit easier to put on the side mirrors, but it is still very fiddly. The screws are very, very tiny. So if you're planning on buying one of these, please make sure that you've got like a white surface so you don't lose any of the screws, because they're so small, and if you drop them then you'd be very hard to find them. But it does make it slightly easier with the screwdriver. And also that comes with a magnet, so the screws can latch onto the magnet and you don't lose them. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. you put the compartments on the model car, and that is the model car ready to go. So let's start off with the review of the model car. So now firstly, the paintwork of this model car is exceptional. It's a pearly white, which looks absolutely amazing. There's a real depth to the paintwork of this model car, and it's just got a really nice sparkle when the light hits it. Now this has got a lot of racing stickers on it, so you can see the Brembo and the Pirelli stickers at the front. This is running Brembo brakes and Pirelli tyres, so they are sponsors. But again, I think the stickers really add to the model car and the presence that it has in the cabinet. It just looks absolutely incredible. You've got these enormous winglets on either side of the model car. Again, very similar with the other Revolucioni, but again, for aerodynamics, really aggressive front end design. And it's quite a wide model because these winglets do stick out just to the side of the model car. But again, it's truly amazing. And all of the black compartments of the model car are all finished in carbon fiber. So the black winglets are done in carbon fiber, the splitter, the front nose, and the tow hook as well is very highly detailed. Really, really looks extremely realistic. But again, the whole front end of the model car is truly exceptional. The stickers are really well done, and the front headlights are encased in carbon fiber. So it does look very, very realistic, and an amazing presence that it has, especially when I put it up against the other Zondas that I've got in the collection. So let's spin the model round and have a look at some of the side details here. Now again, I love the gold wheels of this model car, really reminiscing back to the Pagani Zonda R model, but again, absolutely incredible detail here. So let's zoom into the wheels. As I say, the absolute massive discs on this model car covers the whole wheel. The brake calipers are done very nicely. You can see the Zonda and Pagani sticker on the calipers. The tires have got the Pirelli tire writing on them as well, and the gold wheels really pop on this model car. Really like the wheels, and you can even got the tire valve on the wheel as well, finished in silver. So in terms of detail, the wheels are done exceptionally well, really well. I don't really have much kind of faults to say on this model car. It is truly AUTOart's finest work, and there are really minimal faults on this model car. Again, the racing stickers carry on down the side of the model car. Brembo, Pirelli, also AMG, because this does run a AMG engine, a V12 engine bay, which I'll show you guys in a minute, because that's where the real detail of this model car is. Once you start taking off the front end and the engine cover, really unveils an vast, highly detailed engine bay and front compartment, which I can't wait to show you guys very soon. But let's finish off on the exterior first. Again, the rear wheels are done very nicely. All of these side skirts here are finished in carbon fiber with the metal mesh in all of the openings here for cooling. So there's really no stone left unturned with this model car. It's all extremely highly detailed and very well done. AUTOart really haven't cut any corners in terms of the materials that they've used and where they've used them. Now coming round to probably the most aggressive angle on this model car, the rear and this absolutely mammoth spoiler that we've got. I love the Pagani on the spoiler as well, really like that touch. That's probably one of the reasons why I ended up buying this, because on the other models it doesn't have that, and I do like that touch. You've got the quad exhaust, which looks incredible, and I can't wait to show you guys the engine detail that is on this model car is truly exceptional. You've got the Zonda R badge as well on the side of the model car, and that's clipped onto the metal grills. You've got an extremely aggressive rear diffuser, which just looks insane but amazing, and you've got more winglets for aerodynamics on the side as well. But again, the rear headlights are done very nicely. Really highly detailed rear end of the model car. Everything's finished in photo etched carbon fiber, and looks absolutely incredible. Very, very highly detailed, and you can kind of see a glimpse of the exhaust system in the model car with the rubber hosing that's attached to the chrome tipped exhausts, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But it is absolutely a work of pure art, and again, one of AUTOart's best ever model cars. So coming round to the side of the model, other side, passenger side, again very similar to the other side of the model car. Now this is a fully opening die cast model, so I will be showing you the interior detail very, very soon, because as I say, that is where the true detail lies. But again, the other side is very highly detailed. The wheels are the same with a nice tyre writing. You've got all the sponsors with the stickers as well, which I really like. And also you've got the air intakes on top as well, which are finished in carbon fibre with the chrome around them as well. Looks really, really nice. You've also got the green over the front compartment, the white over the roof, and the red over the engine bay, which is in homage to the Italian flag, which is a very nice touch. You've got the R on the roof scoop as well, which looks phenomenal. And you've got the shark tail that cleans the air before it goes through the spoiler. So this car is just absolutely made in the wind tunnel. It's just aerodynamically designed to be as efficient as possible going through the air, and it just looks absolutely insane and crazy design. I mean, the spoiler alone is probably the biggest I've seen on a model car. But that is the exterior. So if I have to give the exterior a mark out of 10, it will definitely be a high 9, probably a 9.5, 9.6. Really no stone left unturned with this model car. AUTOart have done a great job in the overall presence, design, materials used, and the quality of this model car is exceptional. And you can really understand and see why these models are so expensive now and so little in demand. But as I say, the real detail lies beneath the compartments. So let's take off the engine cover and the front compartment and show you guys some of the best detail you'll ever find on a model car. So now that we have removed the external pieces of the Pagani Zonda R Revolucion, let's do a review on the internal compartments of this model car, because this is where most of the detail from these AUTOart signature models is present. Once you start removing the compartments on the front and on the rear of the model, this unveils a significant amount of detail which really separates AUTOart models from all of their other competition. So let's do a review on the internal details of this model car. So as you guys can see, I've removed the front compartment of the model car, and it has uncovered a vast amount of detail. So if I just zoom in slightly here, hopefully you guys can see some of the detail here. So you guys can see the black working springs, the suspension units. This car has full functioning suspension, and the level of detail that AUTOart go to on these Pagani Zonda R models is truly exceptional. You can really see why there is over 700 different metal and plastic parts for this model car. Once you start taking parts off, the level of detail really goes up a level and a notch. So as I say, you've got full working suspension. If I press down on the model cars, you can see the springs compress. You can see all the rubber hosing that comes in from the intake and goes all the way through to cool down the brake calipers on the front end of the model car. And the level of detail and exceptional craftsmanship here that AUTOart are presenting is truly why this car is the price that it is, and why they are so hard to find now as well. The level of detail is absolutely incredible, and once you start taking off the front compartment, it also shows this whole front end is finished in exposed black, quite glossy carbon fiber as well. So it's very, very highly detailed. The tow hook at the front of the end of the model car is a very nice touch as well. But just to show you guys the level of detail here, I don't think there's another model outside of AUTOart probably in my collection that I would compare the internal levels of detail to. I don't own any CMC models, but I would probably put this right up there with the best die-cast types of cars and manufacturers out there at the moment. So as you guys can see, there is a vast amount of detail at the front end of the model car. So if I just spin this round, sometimes it's good to display the model car without the front and rear compartments on, so people get a perspective on actually how much detail these model cars have, rather than hiding it all with the compartments on top. Now I'm not sure if the door stays open, but I will show you the interior detail. So yeah, it doesn't quite stay open, but I hope you guys can see the level of detail in there. Now this is a race car, so it is quite minimalistic, but AUTOart have done a great job in replicating all of the little details that is present on the real car. So you've got great and different uses of material inside. You've got a great center dash. The seats are done nicely with the seat belts with Pagani Zonda R sketched into them. The steering wheel and the whole driver zone is finished very, very nicely. So let's come over to the kind of the masterpiece of the model car and why collectors really consider this to be kind of the best AUTOart model out there. The magnificent engine bay of this model car. So if I can try and get a better view for you guys. Now this is one of the best engine bays on a model car you'll probably ever see. This is AUTOart's kind of flagship in terms of engine bay. You can see prominently the two fully functioning suspension units, and just the level of detail here. I'm going to try and get a better angle for you guys just to see, but the different uses of material and the overall presence of the engine bay is truly astonishing. It's really an absolute work of art. The craftsmanship here that AUTOart have shown is absolutely amazing, and it kind of what makes these model cars so desirable and so collectible is this level of detail that AUTOart just aren't doing now. So that's why collectors are really trying to find these Pagani models online to get a glimpse of these signature series details, because they are truly a work of art. Now I've also got the other Zondas in the collection as well, and they are just as good as this, quite similar in terms of detail, but absolutely astonishing in terms of presenting the model without the engine cover on is really, really special. So that is the exterior of the model car. Interior of the model car. Love to hear from you guys in the comments on what you guys think. And let's do a final review of the model car now. So in summary then, after showing you guys the interior detail of this model car, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about what you think of the model. But again, I think giving it a review now, a total review, it definitely has to be a 9.8. I mean, it's so close to 10. I don't really have any other faults with this model car. I mean, potentially, I think it's definitely up there with the best. A little bit more detail on the interior as well. I think it's probably why it doesn't get a solid 10 out of 10. But again, this is absolutely phenomenal in terms of the detail of this model car. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the model. Please, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to read them and get back to you. But for now, please like, subscribe to the channel, share the video to anybody that you think will be interested in model cars, and I'll be doing a big Pagani video very soon with my Pagani collection. So as I say, hope you guys enjoy, and please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you guys very soon for more videos to come.